During my 120-pound weight loss, I was always looking for things that would keep me going, that would keep me motivated, that would keep me positive, that would tell me it will be worth it. Just stick with it. Now, keep in mind, I've been on a 3-year health journey, and I've also been overweight for 45 plus years of my life, and I had tried everything. So for looking for ways to keep myself motivated, I had been doing that for 45 plus years. If that sounds like you and you're just looking for something to keep you going, to keep you motivated, I hope this video/podcast will be the thing that does it for you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Karen. The whole purpose of my podcast and also my YouTube channel, because you might be watching this on YouTube or you might be listening to it on my podcast, is to help primarily women, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, beyond, create a life that they love. And taking control of your health and improving it, oh my goodness, there's nothing better to help you create a life that you love than your health. As I often say, we have men on this channel and I welcome them. I try to focus on women, but this topic to everyone. So if you're a man, you can stay, you can watch this. I sat down this morning and listed 10 things that have been so positive for me since I've lost 120 pounds, and I want to share them with you. Some may resonate with you, some you may really relate to, and some you may just be like, oh, I never thought of that. The reason I'm doing the video, the other day I sat down and thought about something that has really changed for me that I didn't anticipate. It's my last one, so stick around. So let's get started. Many of you may not be able to relate to this, many of you might. Airline seats. For my entire adult life, I dreaded getting on an airplane and possibly getting the middle seat. If you have flown Southwest in the last many years, they just changed their policy. You would oftentimes not know what seat you were going to get unless you paid extra to get, I don't know what that's called, the preferred seating, whatever, the A-list. Sometimes I would do that because I was very nervous about getting a middle seat. You get treated really differently when you're overweight on a plane by strangers. I oftentimes would fly with my husband and my daughter. My daughter, especially when she was little, would always take the middle seat. If it was just my husband and myself, he always took the middle seat. And now guess what? The last several trips we have taken, I take the middle seat, and I love it. I love it. I always tell them, this is the least I can do. It's the least I can do. For however many years, I've been married almost 31 years. For 31 years, my husband took that middle seat. My daughter's about to turn 26. She always took the middle seat. We were just on a cruise together that I've talked about often, that I've been talking about. On our flight to Miami, we were lucky. We had an empty middle seat, but on the way back, it was a packed flight. I said, I'm taking that middle seat. Now, of course, she said, you don't have to do that. I said, yeah, I do. I do. I enjoy it because I'm able to. I got on the flight coming home from Miami, and the flight attendant was standing right there, just as they do at the entrance. My automatic reaction was, I need to ask her for a seatbelt extender, because that's when I would do it. I would always hope that they weren't busy and that I could quietly ask for a seatbelt extender. Sometimes they were very polite about it. Other times they would make a big production about it. So everyone on the plane, it seemed like, would know that, yes, I'm the lady getting the seatbelt extender. I would be thinking about that from the minute I made that airline reservation. And now I don't have to think that way. However, I fell back into old habits. This was just last week because I almost asked her for a seatbelt extender. I was going to sit in the middle seat. I didn't need one. If you know, I won't go into more detail about that because if you know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Number 2, I did a video about this, but it kind of makes me sad, but I'm going to look at the positives. I'm treated so differently by strangers, by the general public, by people I've known for a long time. I've become visible. Before I was invisible. There's some negatives with that as well, and I don't want this to be a negative thing at all, because it's a positive in that I'm getting doors opened for me now. People open doors for me happily. They smile at me. They engage in conversation with me. That never happened before. I'm going to take that as a positive, because if we dwell on it, we can really become sad about it like I have. I'm really trying to think of the positives. I'm just a normal person now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just visible where I had been invisible. I'm just treated like everyone else. That's a positive to me. The third one, oh my gosh, all of these are like, I could use them as number one, but I guess this is why they're kind of my top 10. The food noise is gone. I didn't say this at the beginning, but many of you know this. I was able to finally lose my weight with the help of a GLP-1. They're not for everyone, so you don't need to say anything about it. I've done this under a doctor's care. I was seeing my doctor every 8 to 12 weeks, have my blood work done, yada, yada, yada. Healthiest I've been with blood work, all of that. GLP-1s worked for me. The first time I took a GLP-1, and it was just over 3 years ago, within a week, that first week, I was kind of shocked. I wasn't thinking about food ever. And now food has just become necessary to live. I'm not living to eat. I'm eating to live. I'm thinking this is how most people think in their brain. I've never been like that. I would wake up thinking, not like, what can I eat? But I would wake up thinking, what can I have today that won't make me gain weight? What can I have for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner that won't make me gain weight? What can I have that will help me lose weight? I was always thinking about food, always. Before an event, I would worry about what kind of food are they going to have there. I would always try to eat something before I left so I wouldn't be hungry and maybe overindulge. It's gone. All of that is gone. Food is just a necessary thing that I do to live. Some people might not like that. My husband often says, I don't think I'd like that. I like to eat too much. And this is a man who's lost 80 pounds on his own through Weight Watchers. He's maintained it for over 20 years. He does enjoy eating. During the football season, if it's a big football game, he loves to have snacks out. He plans his whole week around it. That's how he's learned how to maintain. He is super disciplined during the week, but if it's a weekend event, he will have what he wants. It works for him. He enjoys it. He just loves it. Now, I love to go to dinner because I love the whole atmosphere. I love being with people. I love seeing the restaurant. I like the whole experience, but I'm not there for the food, if that makes sense. My husband is always saying, I don't think I'd like that. He probably wouldn't. For me, it is so freeing. I can't tell you. I just feel fantastic that I'm not thinking about food. The food noise is gone. I'm interrupting myself with myself. Some of you may have watched my leggings review video. I've been on the search for leggings that kind of hide my tummy because I have a lot of loose skin there. Many of you suggested that I try a brand called IUGA. Well, lo and behold, that brand reached out to me and they said, we'll send you some of our products and we want to know what you think about them. I said, okay, but I'm going to be honest about it. They said, absolutely. They sent me the products. I'm not in love with all of them. I'm in love, love, love with a couple of them for sure. I emailed them back. I said, this is exactly what I think. They said, well, great. We want to give that feedback to our team. Please go ahead, do the video. I thought that was fantastic. What you're seeing is real. They sent me this jacket. I think it's pretty flattering with the lines. These are pockets here that zip up. It has the thumb hole, but I like that I can fold it back like that. It is flattering. At least I think it's flattering. This is a medium. This color is called Oasis Blue. I'm going to show it to you in black as well. Okay, exact same jacket, except I want to show it to you unzipped. I really like the black. I love that I could just leave it open. My daughter came over. Her claim to fame here is that she used to work at Lululemon part-time. She said, these are a fantastic Lulu dupe. Who knew, right? They look a lot like Lulu, but they are so much cheaper. Second product, I cannot believe I'm about to say this. It's the shirt I have on underneath. And can you tell it is sleeveless? I do not do sleeveless. With my weight loss, I have loose skin. But let me show you this top. Da-da, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is a racerback sleeveless top. Super, super soft. This is the back. It has a built-in bra, you guys. I have loose skin under my arms. Many times with these sleeveless shirts, because I've tried them, the skin will come over because the armholes go way down. These are much higher, so you don't see it as much. This is my number one love out of everything. Let's move on to the leggings. By the way, this is a large. Okay, this is where I say, what are you doing on the internet, Karen? Showing this. I like a lot about it, but it does me no favors. They're wide leg. They have the scrunch butt and no front seam. Can you see this? The wide leg? Okay, super smooth, very trendy, very in. Guess what it does to my stomach? I look pregnant, don't I? At 61, I look pregnant. Yeah, this did me no favors. If you have a tummy that doesn't need a lot of help, these could be for you. I was going to show you my booty because it has this hidden scrunch butt. That's what it looks like. Again, what am I doing on the internet talking about my scrunch butt? All right, this pair of leggings, I like them. They feel really good. They don't have as much compression as I probably would like, but they have compression. They're super comfortable. These are considered navy blue and are the Butter Labs. They're super, super soft. Butter Lab legging. You can kind of see the pockets on each side. My stomach, again, it's there. I can't hide it. I can't get rid of it without surgery. No seams in the front. I wish you could feel this material. It is so, so soft, very comfortable. I do feel some compression in my legs, not a lot, not high compression. I like them. I'm going to show you the Power Tight Sandwich leggings. It's also their number one seller. This color is ink gray. They have no front seam. They're high compression. My stomach, as you can tell, it's better. It's much better than with the others. You can see my rear end. Now, what the really nice people did over at IUGA is they gave me a code to give to you guys. It's linked in the description below, and you can get 15% off. I can't tell you how surprised I was at their pricing as well for really nice quality pieces to work out in or just to kind of lounge around in. Just wanted to share. So if you have any interest, take a look at the link below to get the discount. The number 4 thing, I'm not constantly thinking about losing weight. Every day of my life for over 45 years, I thought about losing weight. I would wake up thinking about it. I would go to sleep thinking about it. And I certainly thought about it numerous times during the day. On vacations, we would go to some pool vacations or beach vacations. I was never confident in a bathing suit. I don't think I ever will be, to be honest. I had to find vacation clothes. I was never confident in them. I would see other people. I would be thinking, gosh, if I could just lose a little weight, maybe I could be a little bit more confident. I was thinking about it constantly. At work, I was treated really differently. I have a whole video about that kind of thing. I was always thinking about losing weight. It was always on my mind. I don't think about it anymore. I don't think about it. This is my way of life. Again, it's just, I can't describe. I can't come up with a good adjective for it. Freeing, I'm trying to say freeing. I don't even know if that's a word. It's freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom from those thoughts that I've had for the majority of my life. It's fantastic. That kind of ties into my number 5 reason. I'm a big one for resolutions at the beginning of the year. Most of my entire life. My resolution, number 1 was lose weight. Number 2 was start to try to work out. They were all tied to my weight, all of my resolutions. When I couldn't get those done, my other resolutions just kind of went to the wayside because these resolutions were just overwhelming to me and I wasn't able to achieve them. This year, when I was kind of thinking about my resolutions, I love doing the word of the year kind of thing, the one word, if you've heard of that. I won't go into it. When I was doing all of that, it really wasn't around losing weight. That is something in the back of my mind. I would need to lose a little bit more. It's not my priority, I would say. It's something I want to do. It's not my number 1. I'm actually focusing on things that will improve myself, improve my life, improve others around me. It just brings me so much joy. It really does. Number 6, let me see if I can get my right fingers. Number 6, I'm trying new things I never was able to do 120 pounds heavier. I talk a lot about fitness and I've just become addicted to it. After I film this, I'm going to a Pilates class and then a yoga class. I'm going to do 2 classes. 120 pounds ago, I wouldn't have done that. And a lot of people will say, you could have done that. You could have tried. No, for many reasons, I couldn't have. I mean, that Pilates class kicks my booty, I'm telling you. And I'm 120 pounds lighter. So I know when I was 120 pounds heavier, I know I couldn't have done it. Plus the whole stigma of being there in the class and, the whole thing. But now I do it and I don't think twice about it. And I'm looking for new classes to take. I'm thinking about going hiking. If we travel, I'm not automatically thinking, is that something I could do with my family or would I have to sit that thing out? When my daughter was growing up, we would go to Disney occasionally. A lot of those rides I couldn't ride in. I just couldn't. Now, I would like to go to Disney again as an adult. And I know some people say that's kind of creepy. I don't know why, but I would like to go. I wouldn't have to worry about that. I could ride anything I wanted to ride at Disney. Incredible, incredible. I could have led with this because this is really huge for me. But number 7 is my improved health. That absolutely is probably my number 1 overall. I feel fantastic. I feel so good. I have so much energy. I'm living such a positive life. I'm enjoying life at 61. I can't imagine what this would have felt like at 31. I try not to look backwards because this didn't happen when I was 31. It's happening now. I'm trying to embrace every moment I have at this point, and I'm trying to live my life to the fullest because I feel so much better and my health is looking so good. I don't mind going to the doctor now. And I have the right doctors. That's another thing. I have the right doctors. I had given up on doctors because they would always say, you need to eat less and exercise more. And I'm like, duh, that's what I've been doing. And they would never believe that that's what I had been doing. Now the doctors know that's what I had been doing. The GLP-1s have made a world of difference, life-changing for me. Amazing, amazing. Now, when I go to the doctor, I'm looking forward to getting my results, getting blood work done. I'm looking forward to seeing what I need to improve upon or have things been better. What are my numbers looking like? So different than 3 years ago. So different. My inflammation, I have sciatic pain, piriformis syndrome. The first week I took Wegovy, I'm on Zepbound now. It disappeared overnight. I had severe pain. I didn't even realize it. I thought, wait a minute, I'm not in pain. I would get up at night to walk because I couldn't be in the bed and it was so painful. It just went away. It did come back. I'm not saying that will come back for everyone, but now I have a plan to address it. It involves doing a lot of yin yoga for me and staying very active and learning what things I need to do to make sure that pain stays away. If it comes back, what do I do? But I can do those exercises now. The inflammation is gone. I'm very fortunate in that I didn't have other major medical problems going into this. I know a lot of people, unfortunately, do suffer from a variety of things, but I was facing very serious consequences of the weight I was carrying, heart attack, stroke. I'm so fortunate that those have been erased as risk for me. Fantastic feeling. 8, 9, and 10 are kind of fun. I'm still wrapping my head around this, but number 8 is clothes. Clothes shopping is now kind of fun. Before it was a chore. I couldn't go in every store and buy something. I did a lot of shopping online. Before the internet, we all know what was out there. There wasn't much to choose from. It was just a matter of, okay, wear some black pants, black skirt, whatever. I'll buy 3 of them at one time. It wasn't enjoyable. I was trying to hide my body. Not that I'm trying to expose it at this point, but I can buy more structured clothes. I still lean towards the baggy clothes just because they're comfortable and I don't know, they're kind of my comfort. But I'm learning my body and I'm learning what to wear and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to be able to go in any store and know that I could probably find something to fit me. I might not like it, but I have choices. I have choices now. It's fantastic. Many times I would go to a store and the only things I could buy were shoes and jewelry, maybe a purse. The clothes, forget it. I couldn't do it. And the plus size stores many times would have big floral prints, stripes, a lot of black. I'm telling you, I don't know what the fashion people were thinking. I really don't. It's like we didn't exist, so let's just put them in these big floral muumuus. When you're 21 years old, that is not exactly flattering. It's not flattering if you're 31, 41, 51, It's just more fun now. and I have such a variety to choose from. Sometimes it's overwhelming, I'll be honest, but it's so fun. It's so fun. That ties into my number 9, trying to do my fingers. My number 9 positive of losing 120 pounds. Again, this might be something you guys can relate to, maybe not. When I would travel, and I used to travel a lot on business, when I would travel, even on vacation, I had to hope that my luggage was not lost or delayed. Has anyone been like that? I always thought, should I put something in my carry-on that I could wear? Because if my luggage was delayed, rerouted to who knows where, and it took a while to get to me, I could not just run out to the local store and buy clothes because they wouldn't have my size. If I was on a business trip, finding business clothes in my larger sizes was a challenge. So sometimes I would go to really small towns. Well, those small towns didn't have a whole variety of clothes to choose from. I had to hope and hope and hope that my luggage came out in baggage claim. I was holding my breath many, many times. And now, not that I want my luggage to be lost or, rerouted, I know in a pinch, I could go run to Target or Walmart or wherever and find something that fits me. If there's just a little town and they have just a couple of stores, odds are good I'm going to find something that I can wear until I can get my luggage. Again, I know this sounds kind of strange, unless you've been there. It's such a positive for me. My last thing, my number 10, this is the one that just hit me the other day. I was on a cruise. I've talked about it here with my daughter. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I ate ice cream on that cruise, like every day, because they have the best ice cream. I indulged myself. I fully expected to gain some weight when I came home, and I did. I gained a few pounds. The difference is when that would happen in the past, one, it wouldn't be a few pounds. It would be more than that. It could be 5 to 6 pounds. Nothing has changed in what I do. I would get right back on track previously. That's what I did this time. I got right back on track, focused on protein, water, just got back right into my routine because it makes me feel good to be back in my routine. The difference now is that my body reacts to that, and I lost the weight. I lost those 3 pounds in less than a week that I came back. Some of it might have been from flying, water retention, all that, but it was gone. Previously, it could take me months to lose that weight if I could lose it. I was a very slow loser. I still am a very slow loser, but I could gain weight like no one's business. I could have an Olympic medal for that because I could eat half a sandwich, I swear, and I would gain 5 pounds. That's what it felt like. It would take me forever to get that off. Now it's like my body is reacting like a normal person because I just got right back on track like I did before. I ate healthy. I was back in my routine. I'm drinking water, I'm doing all the things. My body reacted appropriately, said, okay, you're back. We're going to release that weight. I can't tell you how good that feels. I sat down here and just realized that the other day, and my husband was standing behind me. I said, you know what? This is a huge positive with this whole situation on my health journey that I never anticipated because I knew I was going to gain weight. I knew it. I didn't know how long it would take me to get it off, but I wasn't worried about it like I would have been in the past because I knew my body was reacting differently. I mean, for it to come off in less than a week, fantastic feeling. It was like my body's rewarding me for what I was doing when I never had that reward before. Everyone would think, yeah, right, she says she's back on track, but she's really not. No, I was. That's part of my whole problem. That's why I was on a GLP-1. That's why the GLP-1s were just my saving grace. It's incredible. It's incredible to see my body work positively for me. Like if I do positive things for it, it reacts positively. I never had that before. I never thought about these things while I was losing the weight. Maybe I thought about getting in smaller sizes, that kind of thing, but I never thought about what it would feel like to get into a store and be able to buy anything in there if I wanted to, if I could afford it. I never thought about that. I can tell you now, being on the other side of it, having lost 120 pounds, these are the things that are so exciting, so fun, and also bring me a lot of peace. If you're in the middle of your journey, if you're just at the beginning of your journey, hang in there. It's worth it. It's worth it. If this has helped you at all, please hit that subscribe button or like button and please comment. I read every comment. I love hearing from everyone. Let me know if you've lost weight What are some of the big positives that you've encountered? I love hearing from people who are in the middle of their journey, at the beginning of their journey, and they read the other people's comments and they said, this is really inspiring me. So you would not only be responding for me because I want to know, but for other people. As always, I am so glad you're here. And remember, it is never too late to create a life that you love.